Haick here. I'm at the Oakland Coliseum BART station. The East Oakland Stadium Alliance is protesting the proposed Howard Terminal ballpark by the Oakland A's. And a lot of their stuff is just factually wrong. They do have some complaints that are valid, but I think are overcome at by the terminal project. The biggest complaint, though, I think from a lot of people is that the ILWU, the Longshoremen Workers Union, are basically backing this. And there's some questions about San Francisco media, the San Francisco Giants, and fans in general who are basically funding and moving this opposition. God, I'm trying to get away from it. What the F? This is always such a pain in the butt here. I think I'm off. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to reconnect. Oh my gosh, it's always a pain in the butt to do anything over here. The signal at the Coliseum is terrible. Anyways, I'm gonna try and go through there. The signal's bad. Possible. Okay, so I'm gonna try and go through there. Show you what's going on. Keep the A's at the Coliseum. Oh. I gotta put my mask on. So there's some folks here outside. Quite a few folks here. So we've got people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's the opposition here?
We're trying to build a new stadium at Howard Terminal. It's better they stay here.
Why is it better that they stay here versus there?
Well, that's where our ports are. We're longshoremen.
Okay.
They want to build the stadium over there, really for the luxury condos and the view of the bridge, but they already have a place. They should build it here.
Okay.
And protect our jobs.
Do you think how does building there affect the jobs at the port?
Well, they're going to saturate the port with requirements, things that have nothing to do with bringing in containers all our goods. You know, we want to keep that's all Oakland has left, or the port really.
So the spot where they want to build Howard Terminal, right? It's been unused basically, other than parking and storage, for about 12 years now. What changes that?
I think we should expand more longshoremen things, bring in more work instead of just another stadium. They already have a stadium. But if the Warriors and the Raiders left, well, we should just expand where you want.
Okay, that's fair enough. Is there a reason that do you live in the East Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you in the East Oakland, or are you guys in West Oakland? Where are you guys at?
This is the thing, though. On the waterfront, there's always work going on.
Right.
All the stuff we're wearing to eat comes from the cargo on the waterfront.
Sure.
Right? And off top, yeah, we want the A's to stay in East Oakland.
Right.
But if they're going to build condos, they call it affordable housing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to ruin the waterfront itself, the truckers union itself. Because a lot of times, there's people that's coming off the BART with 6-packs and 12-packs, which is real easy to just get up here to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Going around 7th Street Maritime, you're looking for somebody to help, because there's a lot of trucking traffic down there. So we want people to be safe and still have a working plan and jobs out there.
Okay.
Because this is all about job security. And we want these Oakland A's to stay.
As I asked this gentleman, Howard Terminal is largely unused for actual port activity. It's being used for parking for truckers and for storage container storage. It's been that way for over a decade.
Where would they go after that?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think that the truckers issue is a problem all over the Bay Area. Where I live, we have a lot of truckers who just park on the side of the road, in parking lots, and people don't even like that. They don't want them on the city streets. They create a problem there. So it's a valid point, but there's also a lot of unused area inside the port. There's a lot of unused and excess storage. The cargo containers are just sitting there empty. That, I don't know, maybe they could sell them and put them elsewhere. I don't know. That's a whole other situation. I wanted to get your side of what that is.
As far as building condominiums around there, this is a 24-hour process, day and night.
Right.
As far as noise concerned, it's not going to be a good factor of people living in the buildings and taking that home in the middle of the night.
Do you think that's kind of on them to know where they're going to live? Like, you know, if you move to next to the airport, like, could you really go and be like, man, the airplanes are too noisy, you know? Yeah.
We got all this stuff going on for decades.
Yeah.
Why change it all of a sudden? Why call it affordable housing? Building, looking over on the bridge.
Yeah.
Let's keep it honest.
Well, no.
$10 from East Oakland, it's going to be paying better.
No, I totally get that point. The Pulte Homes is building right across into Alameda, directly across from that spot. Houses are going for 1.5 million starting. Affordable housing's about 750 to 800,000. That's not affordable. That's not affordable to you, most folks. And I suspect the same thing's going to happen at Howard Terminal. But I'm just looking for the real stuff. I understand people want to protect their jobs. Now, what do you say about the claims with the East Oakland Stadium Alliance having funding from the Giants or backing from the Giants, from San Francisco people, from San Francisco media, who basically kind of get off on crapping on the East Bay and Oakland in particular? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think all of this, honestly, I feel like this is already all bought out, right?
Right.
And if this is already all bought out, they could break this down and redo a bigger Coliseum than this.
Right.
I mean, we already lost the Raiders, we lost the Warriors, we're going to lose the A's as well, but building on Howard Terminal, let me tell you like this, the ships that come out there, some of them have flavorful,
Sure.
cargo. Being at a Coliseum on a Howard Terminal and something going wrong is going to be a very big impact.
Right.
As far as mega ships that are going to start coming eventually, the turnaround in that area is going to be very difficult.
Right. It's already difficult. They're talking about they want to actually dredge that area, so bigger ships can already make that turn.
And as far as that area, we all know it's been polluted over the years. And trying to dig into something like that would cause a lot of chemical reactions.
Right. That being said, we lost the Raiders and the Warriors here. They didn't want to do something here. It's not that they couldn't; they didn't want to. The Warriors didn't even talk. They were like, "We're moving to San Francisco," and those same problems that people are talking about in Oakland already existed at Hunters Point in that area, where the area where the new state the ballpark is, and the new arena. Same issues. What? Which one? Oh yeah. And well, the new arena actually has issues right now. They don't talk about it too much because that's bad press. But
As far as our ports, this has been layered out
right.
over time, and trying to dig something like that down and putting plumbing in it, this is going to be very bad.
But what I wanted to ask is, they already left. This area has been, the Coliseum and the arena have been here for over 50 years. It's still a largely industrial area, industrial, commercial. Nothing's really been built here. There's nothing to do here. The things that were here are gone. What's the incentive to build here other than the fact that the land already exists?
Honestly, keep the jobs on the waterfront. This is what's going to happen. Because you can't just put water in the area and just block the traffic. You got railroads, you got truckers, you got cargo ships coming out. You work day and night work. Everything you're eating here is coming from that. at it in that point. At the end of the day, this is a baseball game, but this is very history baseball, you know, and I just feel like they should stay here.
Yeah.
They can build a lot of stuff around here. They can build buildings around here.
Right.
You know, so it's just the way it is.
No.
I just feel like a lot of people like me and him have good opportunities to become successful throughout their time, you know?
Right.
And it's hard to have jobs around right now.
Yeah. You guys work at the port? Well, what kind of stuff do you guys do? Truck driving? What do longshoremen do? What? Explain to people.
We're on the ship, on the dock.
Offload,
Yeah.
cargo, everything that comes in is touched by longshore. Anything that comes and goes is touched by longshore.
Right on.
Everything, man.
Oh yeah. So you guys oppose this, your union. What about the unions who are for this project? Like the Teamsters have noted, the service worker unions, they're on board. There's over 20 unions that are on board with that. They don't have a what?
They're on like labor pay. To be honest, they're on and off job. This is actually a union that's going to be there for a very long time. Block dies, he dies.
You got
Kids are going to come in. You know, this is a secure job.
Yeah.
You can't lose a secure job
The
over
people
it.
who want something that their work is basically temporary. When that building's built, they move on.
Right.
We're at the port. We're not going anywhere. The ones that want to come to build, they're going to get the same job that they
Whether it's here or there.
They just won't work.
What about building up though places like West Oakland? The businesses that are already there, who a place that we've seen over the years, the decades come and go. During the last downturn, Jack London was a ghost town. Like Tony Roma's and Barnes and Noble, those type of guys, they bugged out. But now it's coming back. Big restaurants. What is that? Without a stadium, but a lot of those businesses moved there with the idea that there will be one in a couple years.
We make predictions all the time.
Why not build?
Well, no, I get that.
Why kill these folks?
But
Why not build this up?
well, I agree with that because
Building apartments back here, they're building apartments. This used to be Soprani Park, one of the
Yeah.
worst areas. They're changing it here.
well, the guy who owns this building right here is the dude who owns Ross. He also owns the Miami Dolphins. People didn't know about that. That's why that guy wanted. He's the only dude who voted for the Raiders to stay. But I got more to cover. I thank you guys for your time.
Take care, man.
Thank you. And we'll keep going here. How many guys are out here, you think? All right. I saw somebody way down there, but
Take care.
all right, guys. Got a couple folks here. All right. Let's see what else is going here. I figure I'll give them time to say what they got to say, even if I disagree with a lot of it. Got one guy.
Here in East Oakland, the infrastructure is already in place. Don't spend tax dollar money at the Howard Terminal.
So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's actually a fairly small showing for these guys. They're loud, and they do make some valid points. Why not build here? But I'm going to tell you right now, the realistic thing is Howard Terminal works better. I understand there's a Coliseum right here, and it's the BART station. They have Amtrak down there. Actually, it's in front of me over there. The infrastructure's here, and it's a lot of the arguments you had with keeping the Raiders here, which was, there's already major highway, an airport. There's the BART extension from the airport to the Coliseum station. Then there's, of course, BART that will take you from the far reaches of the East Bay down the peninsula in San Francisco. And then, it begs several questions, but I think as a baseball fan, that this area it's had its opportunity, and Oakland's really failed this area. And I don't know why. I'm too young and naive or something, I don't know, or maybe too old. But the general idea is, why not build this area up? It's ready to go. It's shovel ready. But again, as a baseball fan, the Howard Terminal area is a superior spot. As somebody who's been born and raised in Oakland, the work has been done, and I think losing words and trying to concentrate and not fall down and get the sun in my eye. I think the work has been done, the groundwork for Jack London and downtown Oakland in general, to really start moving the economic wheels of the city. You got to make your own decisions, but I think the A's are all in on this. Honestly, I think if they don't make that happen at Howard Terminal, they're out of here. They haven't said it, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out what their plans are. And I'd hate to see them leave, and I hate for them to leave for some stupid stuff, because people had their own political agendas to fill, and really end up leaving Oakland as a whole in a worse place. You can't win them all. But I'm gonna go ahead into the Coliseum. I was expecting a bigger showing from those guys, but it was pretty small. Kind of goes to show that really they don't have the support that they claim to have. But I'm gonna go inside. I'll come back in a little bit and kind of show you what's going on in the actual game. Later.